Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, a special welcome to you. But if you are returning, I sincerely appreciate you coming back with your positive energy and supporting my channel. Please, if you find anything of value here, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and of course, leave me a comment. So happy to read your comments and share this twin flame journey with you. So most of you who are on my channel are twin flames. Many twin flames are waking up. We are all on different timelines. I do have a playlist with twin flames. It doesn't include every single twin flame reading I've done because I did a lot in the beginning when I started this channel, but you will be able to tell from the video titles what your timeline is, and you'll see kind of which videos they're all kind of scattered and dovetailed in, but you'll see a different trajectory for different timelines. So as always, I'm going to start with the Rumi deck. I will also use the Lover's Oracle. I will use the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. And then for the Divine Masculine energy, I will pull from the Light Seers Tarot, and for the Divine Feminine, the Totally Zenned Out Journey Tarot. So let's get started with Rumi. Oh my. Sacred Union. This is the coming together of energies. Now, again, if you've been on my channel, my belief about twin flame coming into union is the twin flame ascension journey is a spiral, and you're at different points on that spiral, and sometimes as you rotate around that spiral and you're ascending, you interact, and when you interact, it's an activation. It's an activation because you've climbed that spiral to a certain point, or ascended that spiral to a certain point, that you might need a little rocket boost. Or it's an activation because your consciousness is at a level now that you can integrate a more profound and deeper understanding of your soul. So ascension is becoming more conscious, more aware. And when you become a totally conscious being, you get into that higher elevated state, and you become one of the masters of teaching, love, spirituality, ascension, source, God. You know, you become a healer. You have extraordinary powers. Now, we may not all get there in this lifetime, but once you start the awakening process, you can't go back. So you're on the ascension path. So with twin flames, I feel, it's my belief, that twin flames ascend at a faster rate than those who are not twin flames. I don't believe everybody is a twin flame because I don't think everybody would have signed on for this, just to be honest. It takes a certain amount of spiritual fortitude to go through this lifetime and multiple lifetimes feeling, you know, separated. So this can be a very turbulent journey, and I don't believe everybody would sign on for that as well. And I firmly believe that when you encounter your twin flame, whether it's in the physical, whether it's in the astral realm, they're in the dream state, you just feel the intense energy. I do believe that that is to activate another level of your DNA, of your consciousness, of your awareness, and then you separate in order to integrate, because realistically, with as intense as this journey is, if you were to integrate all of it all at one time, it would short circuit your nervous system. It's just not possible. I think you would go into a deep, deep, deep depression, and your body would just start to kind of collapse, shut down. Your cells just can't handle that intensity. So I believe that you come together, you activate, and especially if you have some deep wounding, most twin flames do, you kind of heal that through these activations, because those deep woundings are keeping you from ascending, and you came here to become more conscious. So I'll get off the twin flame teaching, but that's just what I've learned in this journey. So whether you are meant to be with your twin flame in this lifetime, this may be the lifetime that you and your twin flame are coming together in union. It may not be. It may just be more activations for you to kind of spiritually evolve into the next life. So that's just my belief. I don't know that we become 100% conscious in one lifetime. I just don't believe that. So you can have a differing opinion, and please share it. I don't object to people that want to share their opinions that differ from mine. We all learn. Just this is just what I've learned in the journey. So this is the twin flame Ascension. I'll pull one for the Divine Masculine. I'm not going to read the Sacred Union. We've pulled that card before. Soul Merger. Okay, so yeah, another union card coming together through the chakra system. That is, let's see, coming into alignment. It feels like there's, okay, reprogram your soul, release, raise, and reclaim. And that is kind of a life lesson. All right, we've got a 3 and a 5. 3s to me are the catalyst to change, and 5 is the change. So it really feels to me like this message is that some twin flames, depending on your journey, where you are, and your trajectory, are going to come together. They're going to have an interaction. I'm not going to imply a sexual interaction. I'm going to apply an interaction. And this is going to create an activation, which is going to help you release, raise, and reclaim as part of reprogramming your soul, making some soul changes, having a deeper, more profound understanding of your conscious awareness and how you are connected to all things. So that's what I feel is coming through. I mean, there's every indication here that there is going to be some sort of interaction with twin flames. And to me, it's an activation. I'm looking for any other clues here. There's an ebb and flow. That is the coming together, the separation, the coming together, the separation. Again, I believe that is for separation is integration. I don't like calling it separation because it implies that you're separate. We are all connected. We are all one, especially twin flames. I like to call it, instead of separation, integration, because you're integrating the activation. Because you can't, it's very hard to integrate when you are in the energy of your twin. It just is. It's so distracting. Okay, so let's see. Oh my, okay, we can't take all those. Not going to take all those. We'll give this one an opportunity. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for all of your positive comments and support. Let's see if we can get another card coming through. I'm going to kind of revise my reading schedule just so I can accommodate personal readings and my other YouTube channel, The Organizer Advisor, my professional organizing channel, as well as life coaching. So this month is all about self-care. Check me out over there, The Organizer Advisor on YouTube. Small little community there, but it's growing. And also there's a little larger community on my Facebook page. Okay, I'm going to take that one and we're going to put these over. Okay, so we have 2. All right, this one. This one is, imagine all the unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I have been saying this forever in these readings. You have to clear old energy, old stagnant things, items. Declutter your mind, your relationships, your home. Declutter, declutter, declutter. And it's just whatever is you're not resonating with anymore needs to go. And those are relationships, a lot of them ending right now. because they're not going to help you on your ascension path beyond this point. But also stuff in your home. You know, I'm always, and that's why I have that other channel. It's part of my service is to help people raise the vibration of their home, because that's where you exist most of the time. And when you're in a home that creates stress, it's low vibration. If it's chaotic, it's low vibration. It's very, very hard to be spiritually vibrating at a higher level when you're constantly stressed out in your environment. So that's part of and how this spiritual wellness dovetails into the organization and self-care. So whatever unwanted thoughts that you're having, like if you're in a neuro pathway that is very comfortable, you're just going to ease back into that as a go-to when you get either stressed or, you know, your mind is like wanting to grasp something to think about. It's going to go down the familiar path first. You have to retrain it by opening up new neural pathways and redirecting your thoughts down the new pathway, which is not going to feel so comfortable at first. You have to make it comfortable through repetition. So if there is something that you keep recycling in your mind, it's just old energy and you need to release it. Now, according to Bashar, I just this came up on my feed this morning when I was doing, I always start my day with something positive. According to Bashar, Beethoven's 7th Symphony, second movement, first 3 minutes is helping you to let go. Try it. I'm using it every day, a couple of times a day when I get into those recycling thoughts. It's kind of like a mental palate cleanser for me. And so then I can create a new neural pathway as soon as I'm finished listening by saying, okay, not going down the old road now. All right, so that's that. Okay, be aware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So remember, your twin flame is your reflection. So what you see in them is a reflection of what you may not want to see in you. Keep that in mind. So if there's something in you you don't like, you might need to just say, okay, at this point, I'm going to take a few minutes to reflect and see if this is a reflection of something in myself that I feel uncomfortable about, that I might be in a little denial. All right, I'm going to pull for Divine Feminine first. I know many of you are like, no, we want to know what's going on with Divine Masculine. I want to spend more time there because I think we all pretty much know where the Divine Feminines are right now. If you have just started the process, this will not resonate with you as far as the Divine Feminine energy. But most Divine Feminines have kind of lifted themselves out of being captivated by the energy of the journey, and they are now focusing on manifestation. Here we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, that's malicious intent. It is self-sabotage. You're self-sabotaging and creating a block. That's why you need this activation. All right, so the self-sabotaging is you're not willing to see the reflection. So take a good hard look, and it's okay. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind. You're human. And, you know, you're a soul in a human body with an ego, and sometimes training that ego to take the back seat doesn't always work. So go ahead and just do some reflection. Look at your twin. Just look at, I mean, not just like don't stalk them, but look at who they are to you, their behavior, their interactions. That's a reflection. What is it that triggers you in that? Because if it triggers you, it's what needs to be healed in you. Six of Swords. When you do that, you're going to find peace. And when you find that peace, stay there for a bit. Give yourself a little bit of a breath. But we've gone from Seven of Swords to Six of Swords, so it's a de-escalation. So if you have an interaction with your twin and it triggers you, it's time for you to look at that trigger so that it's creating a block right now, and it's really sabotaging your ascension. So this is the release. That's what needs to be released. Whatever hurt is being triggered. 10 of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles to me is, it can be heavy energy. It can feel like a huge weight. But once you release it, this weight is lifted off of you. I'm going to keep going a little bit. Oh my goodness, there's the Star. There's that release, the healing. And then the Two of Cups. How perfect is that? So the Star, and that's Aquarian energy. Just check for a second. Ruled by Saturn. It is about, could be wishes coming true, but for me, in this case, it's healing. And see how she's looking down at the Star? It's kind of like I'm healing my heart. And then that way, this Two of Cups, you have a better relationship with yourself when you do this kind of work. Looking at yourself honestly and saying, oh, that's why he's reflecting that or she's reflecting that back to me. It's energy, not gender. Because I need to heal that. That's why it keeps triggering you. So then you can release it, raise in your vibration, and reclaim that ascension. It's almost like a point. Is what they're showing me is like there's a point on the ascension path and you get to that point and it's like, you know, like when you're playing a video game and you got to defeat this level. It's like you can defeat this level now. And so there's no longer a block to your ascension. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. This is an alliance. This could be a partnership with the Two of Cups. It could be you guys come together with an idea of partnership, but also to me, this also is the kind of like the masculine, the feminine, and the divine working together. So take it as it resonates. Let's get on to the divine masculine energy. Just saw the Knight of Pentacles. Means this really kind of slow, leaving something behind. Maybe there's a slowing down of the masculine energy because in order to walk away from something, they have to leave something behind. And it could be finances. All right, let's see. What's coming on for the divine masculine? Judgment. I saw that card in the pre-shuffle. If that's not an ascension card, but it's almost like a release, like surrender. Like, you know, obviously this is whatever has been on the old timeline was not meant to remain in their life. So they're having to let go and walk away from something. There's the Moon, 2 major arcana, lots of cosmic pressure. The Moon is feminine energy. It's also, and in this one, it's very emotional. It's about feelings, emotions, but look, underwater, absolutely underwater. With emotions, struggling with the emotional context of some situation. There's a lot of endings going on right now, and I feel like with this Ascension card, it's almost like a surrender. Like I need to surrender to, you know, my divine purpose, whatever my soul was supposed to do. There's the Three of Swords. Told you, breakups. This is painful. And they're really struggling, very, very sincerely struggling with their emotions. Two of Cups on this side as well. Really feels like a big breakup, the ending of something. Whereas the divine feminine is having to face something in herself she doesn't want to see. The divine masculine's dealing with the, Five of Swords. Kind of like a long-term breakup. Something could be a marriage, could be a business, could be a multitude of things. But it feels like the relationship with the Two of Cups, with the Three of Swords, it's very, very painful. You've got the Moon. They're just underwater in these emotions. They're drowning in their emotions. They probably don't have a vent for that. Hopefully they have a good circle of friends, but I feel like they're losing some of those friends in this breakup. But with the Ascension, there's almost like a giving up. There's just a surrendering energy. And then we have the Three of Wands. Feel like that's waiting energy, waiting to see what's going to happen next. And maybe they're waiting to approach the Divine Feminine. But this feels to me like this is imminent. Seven of Pentacles. Feel like they're having to start something anew and invest in that right now. I'm going to pull another tarot deck for let's do the Shadowscapes. And remember, no reversals in this deck. But I want to pull on the connection because I feel like see the Five of Swords on the bottom before the pre-shuffle. It just feels like there's a deep, I'm feeling like the weight of the world on this side. And I'm feeling on this side a little bit of angst. Like, I don't want to face that. I'm kind of not wanting to do shadow work right now is what I'm hearing. Just Divine Feminine's just weary of doing all the shadow work. All right, let's see. The Magician. Three of Cups, union energy for me. The Hermit. More major arcanas. So far we have, let's see, we don't have any on the Divine Feminine side. No, we do, the Star, sorry. The healing energy. But also it could be, really something that you've longed for coming in. And then on this, we've had Judgment, the Moon. We have two on this side, and then the Magician and the Hermit. Sorry, my dog is barking. I bet you I'm about to get a package. Temperance, another one. Okay, so with this message, we have the Magician. This is kind of like, I feel like this is creating, it's almost like it's manifested so that the Divine Feminine can get this information about what she needs to heal in herself. And the Divine Masculine to me is looking for soul support. That's just the way I'm feeling in the energy. And then we have the Three of Cups. That's the Union card for me. I always read that as Union card. And then we have the Hermit. That's Earth energy. Virgo, could be a Virgo. I really feel like there's a truth seeking here. I'm just checking my notes. See if there's anything here. Guidance. Searching for truth, searching for self. And then we have this Temperance card. This is fire energy, Sagittarius, patience. This is like, to me, the Temperance card is, it's almost like justice. It's balance, but it's allowing divine timing to come in and being neutral so that you don't get into attachment energy. This is, to me, not being attached. It's like just being neutral. So if there is an interaction, it feels like, to me, use it as a soul activation. Stay neutral about it. Be in gratitude for the lesson. But Divine Feminine needs to look at herself from the reflection of the Divine Masculine mirroring and say what it is that I really need to ferret out here and deal with. But also for the connection, you got three major arcanas here. That's pretty powerful stuff. And it definitely is about some sort of soul lesson with the Hermit card. The Magician, to me, this is being delivered in your lap for a divine purpose. That's just what's coming through. And it's almost inevitable because it's necessary. It has a purpose. So use that perspective instead of going down the rabbit hole of, oh, I gotta, start getting into that longing, that attachment, that craving union. This is a soul activation. So that's what I have for you. Let's see, do I need bottom of the deck? Oh yeah, 5 of Swords again. Don't get back in. There's a clear warning about self-sabotage here. Don't allow yourself to go back into the old energy of, I gotta have this. I gotta, I'm gonna reach out all the time. I'm gonna start chasing again. Don't go back to that. We've come so far. Let's not allow ourselves to get back into that energy, because the divine feminine is generally the chaser. We are now going to look at the perspective of interactions as being soul activations. And the activation is looking at why you're triggered and what do you need to release. And then kind of level up. What was it? Raise and reclaim. So it's almost like I'm seeing like you're at that point on the spiral, and it's like you're just not going any higher. Maybe it's too steep right now, so you need a little rocket fuel. And so that's the activation coming in. But in order to kind of get permission to keep going, you have to deal with this issue. So be brave and be willing to be honest with yourself. And there's going to have to be a change. There's going to be reprogramming your soul about ascension and not about the relationship. And I know many of you are like, click off, I don't want to hear that. That might be what you need to address, is that at this point, the twin flame journey, there's a lot of bad information out there, and you don't have to take my word for it either. Find what resonates with you. But I encourage you to find what is in the truth and not what you're hoping to hear, because there are a lot of readers out there, twin flame coaches out there, that will tell you what you want to hear in order to either get your likes, your subscriptions, or your money. That's not my way of doing things. I would not feel like I was giving message to you in integrity if I were trying to tell you something you want to hear. That's not alignment for me. So I'm just saying, if you don't want to hear that you and your twin flame aren't going to end up in this big romantic happily ever after traditional relationship, then I'm not probably the reader for you, because I don't believe that happens in every case. It does in some, but that depends on where you are on your ascension journey. You cannot really come into union until you have ascended to a specific point. And, I know there's others out there saying, well, there is no milestones in the journey. There are too many similarities in the journey that I have seen other people go through, that I can tell you what point they are on the journey because they hit a particular milestone. So I disagree with there aren't any milestones. I believe that this is a process, and through this process, we get to certain levels. And as we get to these certain levels, we have certain things that change. So that's my take on it. Take it or leave it. I'm happy you're here. Feel free to stay, but please know that I'm going to be as transparent and truthful as I can absolutely be with you, because I feel like that's what's in your best and highest good. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you again. Much love. Bye.